What is up, my booksies? It is Jenny. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Stay safe. The world's a mess, but we all knew that anyways. On Saturdays, I sit my donkey down, drink a cup of coffee, tell you about a book, and do my makeup. But first, for this specific book, there is just a little disclaimer. There is a brief mention of sexual abuse. Not very long, just brief little. It's literally just a mention. I hope everyone has had an amazing week. Sorry I did not vlog me getting my tattoo because I haven't gotten it yet. Coming Saturday. So today, when you guys are watching this, today we shall be discussing the second book in the Soul Seeker series by Alison Noel, Echo. I absolutely love this cover. I think it's my second favorite cover. The third book's my favorite cover because I like reading. And this time, because I saw my video last week was a bit on the long side, I actually made notes about what to discuss and where and why, so that I don't go over the top again, because I tend to do that. It's like, oh my gosh, all her videos are so short. Here comes Fated, 36 minutes long. Sorry, for those of you who actually watched it. I only have 2 views so far, but I'm confident that soon it will pick up. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. Also, I made my own little book Christmas tree thing today. I'm not really in a festive mood this year, but doing what I do, I had to, I suppose. What do you guys like to drink? Cold drink, juice, coffee, tea, margaritas. Okay guys, so without further ado, let's just get right into this video, shall we? I hope the lighting is better, and if you do hear talking in the background, this is my office, and then my husband's office is literally right there, like I'm looking at him right now. And he is live streaming on Twitch, playing World of Warcraft, the new expansion, Shadowlands. You guys can totally go check him out if you're into gaming. Walking_games with a Z on Twitch. Let us quickly fix around our eyes. So, in the last book, Dare and Days finally ended up together, and this is obviously a few months later. Quick recap. Let me just cover my damn pimple. And this thing, I don't know how good you can see the circle, but there's a circle. I have this little sucker thing that sucks out the pimples, but I had to use it so long on this damn thing that it left a circle. And now I look ridiculous, especially with the, I look absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, quick recap. I think that's what I was doing. Cade had raised a bunch of dead, undead ancestors. Dead, undead, I'm not really sure. I think they're like zombies almost. But they feed on souls, not brains. So he freed a bunch of these assolites, and now they are invading the lower world. And Dace and Dare are still looking for all of them to kill them, obviously, after I think it's about 2-3 months that they have been searching. But you see, the problem is, remember I explained the enchanted spring in the previous video, how beautiful it is, and just how absolutely gorgeous the lower world is in general, with the beautiful beaches, all the spirit animals, jungles, forests, everything. It's being corrupted by these damn El Coyotes, because they just have to ruin everyone's fun. No one likes a party pooper, guys. No one. So that very nice spring after Dare gets hurt while they're searching for the undead Richters, she puts her finger in, because I told you this thing like heals you. If you hurt yourself, you can literally just go like, okay, heal. It didn't work. It seemed like it was working at first, like it was a mirage that it was working, but it absolutely, positively, 120% did not. She and Dace got into the Enchanted Spring together. Oh, side note, in the previous video I said I'm not sure if Dare was a virgin because she doesn't go into it. Well, she was. And after their little swim in the pool that they don't know is polluted, they make love for the very first time. I mean, that's supposed to be a special thing. Oh, yay. It's so cute. We finally did it. Problem is, when they're finished, Cade is just randomly standing there like the absolute freak that he is, watching them. Dude, can't you just go to a porn site? What you're doing is gross, man. It's so nasty. So they whirl on him. Luckily they're dressed by this point. And they want to know what the hell he wants. And he explains that he is just there to thank them, because the more they love each other and do each other, the stronger he becomes. Because Dace, you guessed it, he is Cade's twin. So what does that tell you guys when you look at the cover? He is his echo. Literally, like the copy, soul copy, of his creepy coyote shifting brother. So, unfortunately, Cade decides, okay, I'm going to ruin my brother's day even more and tell him the entire truth about his origins, how he came to be. Big mistake, because Dare already knows this, okay? Because Paloma, her abuela, which is Spanish for grandma, told her this long ago when she told Dare that Dace and she are fated to be together. Guys, with me so far? Okay, cool. And Cade decides, okay, I'm going to make him absolutely miserable, and I'm going to tell him why he is alive.
I'm not gonna sing.
It turns out, Leandro Richter, I don't know how you say the surname, is it Richter? Is it Richter? I'm not sure. Anyways, Leandro, on Dia de los Muertos, like 16 years ago, decided to perform a little black magic on Chepi. Chepi is Dace and Cade's mom. Overprotective of Dace, doesn't really give a shit about Cade because he's an evil psychopath. So, whilst doing this damn black magic ritual, Leandro raped Chepi. He wanted the perfect evil son, and he got that in Cade. Dace was only a accident, a side effect, because the universe decided that it's like yin and yang. There had to be a counterbalance to all Cade's darkness. So they created, the universe gave Chepi Dace. Thank goodness, because he's such a cutie. So she kept Dace, whose soul is so pure that he's literally like, he can do no wrong. He is cute, he's kind, he has a very good heart. Basically the exact opposite of Cade, which is why Chepi kept him after Leandro took his little coyote away. Talking makes me thirsty. So yeah, that's where the book's title comes in, Echo. It's because he's literally Cade's Echo. The only problem is that because Cade told them, listen y'all, if you guys love each other and see each other and do the deed, it makes me stronger. So please, go on, go ahead, love each other. Because he obviously knows they're fated. It's really hard to stay away from the one you're fated to be with. Like, it's destiny. But Dace does tell Dare, look, I love you more than anything. But in order to defeat my brother, we have to stay apart. At least for a while. Now, I am completely with Dare on this one. I wouldn't have been happy at all. Even though, I mean, obviously we understand why Dace had to do it. He's looking out for not just him, and not just Dare, but the entire freaking town of enchantment, and maybe even the world, if Cade gets his way. Because let's face it, he's just one of those, like, evil masterminds who wants to take over the world. He's a douche like that. So Dare agrees, even though it's completely heart-wrenching for her. She agrees, and because Paloma, you know, remember her soul was stolen and Dare went and she got it back. But Paloma was very weak after that. So for a long time, she couldn't really go on with Dare's training. And now finally, back to training. So, I think in the previous book, Paloma taught her how to control air, wind, whatever. I don't like saying wind because it just sounds like you're controlling a fart, in my honest, humble opinion. I don't know. So they continue with the elements in this book, beginning with water. Now, keep in mind, guys, it's winter in New Mexico at this stage. And Dare has to go through another trial to learn Water's song. She has to go into a freezing cold lake, not fight it. At the end of the lake, there's a bloody waterfall, and she has to go through this until the water speaks to her, tells her its song and all that shit. So she does it, she's successful, and she's much stronger for that. And obviously amped to keep going because she wants to kill Cade. She needs to kill that SOB because he's ruining everything. Go back to Paloma's adobe. Ready to work with fire. Guess who's there? Jenica! Jenica popped in for a visit without any announcement. Gave Dare a bunch of crap for not being in school.
I can't do that.
Was very happy when Dare said no, it's because she needed a mental health day. Because she and that boy, mothers, had broken up. So, okay, Jenica lets it go for a bit. And then we switch over, because this isn't just in Dare's point of view, just so that you guys know that. We skip to Dace. Dace, finally. The Foundation just spit on me. Dace confronts his mom, Chippy, about why she never told him the truth. And after a little argument there, I'm not going to get into the boring stuff too much, guys, because it's just, I'm pretty sure everyone can guess how that went. No, I didn't want to hurt your feelings, because I knew you'd be thinking what you're thinking now. Da 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 da, blah blah blah. But Dace can finally go ahead with his own training, which will be given to him by Leftfoot. This guy's name's Leftfoot. Remember, it's mystic and cool names and stuff. So Dace, the first thing Dace does is basically learn everything that Dare learned in the first book. You know, soul jumping with animals, well, soul merging with animals, and I think that's all that he tells us he learned. But later, he goes to a sweat lodge with
Ek kan nie, het was op cooldown.
Leftfoot, where Leftfoot says, I'm going to teach you something that not many people can do, because your grandfather, Jolon, who died after Cheppy showed up at the house after Dia de los Muertos, I'm going to teach you how to soul jump. Now this is very dangerous, he says. He doesn't really explain why too much, but it's apparently very dangerous, and Dace learns how to do it, and he spies on Cade while he's in this, like, astral form, I guess you could call it. Yeah, astral form. And he sees how Cade actually steals a soul. Because that's normal. Okay, cool. He's back to his body. He's convinced that he can kill Cade. After that, he's convinced. He's like, now I can do it. I can totally do this. But anyways, it's the next day after Jenica leaves from dropping Dare off at school, because now she wants to make sure Dare is actually going to school. That was the deal. Paloma, you look after her, she goes to school, she lives the normal life that she has been craving for so long. Okay, cool. Yeah, fine. But now her mom's on her case because of the whole she ditched school the previous day. The problem is that Dare really needs to train. And now her mom's just being a bit difficult in that area. But as Dare sits in the car with her mother, we see Dace hang out with Lita, Cricket, JC, Sochi, and Alden. And her mom was like, shouldn't your friends be on your side? But Dare is a little bit too preoccupied to actually answer her, because there's a new girl standing with the group making goo eyes at our Dace. Who is this girl? What does she want? Why is she here? But luckily, poor Dare doesn't have to look too long at the new girl ogling her damn boyfriend, because as soon as her mother leaves, she spots Che. Remember I told you guys about the guy that she was convinced was a pedo or something? So that she didn't have to go to enchantment? Yeah, that's his name, Che. I mean, I was wrong. Her father's name was Django. Her grandfather's name was Alejandro. Just thought I'd clear that up quickly. So there they are. She leaves with him, goes back to Paloma's house, and they start the training to learn the fire song. Which is basically, apparently, a lot like scrying. You guys know what scrying is, right? With the crystal and the pendulum, and then it swings a specific way to give an answer. So apparently, Dare is supposed to look at the fire, the one she chooses, until an image appears telling her something. And she looks, and she eventually sees Valentina, one of her ancestors, the one that wrote the entire codex on how to be a Seeker 101. The same codex that holds the prophecy about Dare, Dace, and Cade. Okay, cool. And Valentina tells her, you're right. The old ways do no longer apply. You need to kill Cade. Because her grandma didn't want her to kill Cade. Just fight him like for her entire life or whatever. But then Valentina shows up and she's like, nah, you gotta go. You gotta kill him. So her grandmother gives her this beautiful Athame to fight and slay Cade with. And she's like, okay, cool. But tonight I have this party, so I'll do it tomorrow. Tonight's important. It's Lita's Secret Santa party. Remember, guys, she's this popular girl. So she has a lot of parties and she arranges a lot of stuff. Says she's the queen. No, she's the queen. The problem is, Dare isn't allowed to fix herself up. Remember, her mom is a makeup artist. So Jenica comes over, she gives Dare this completely gorgeous makeover, which I'm jealous of. I'm even jealous that she said no to the nose ring. I've been trying to get a nose ring all year. It's not fair, Dare. I made a rhyme. So anyways, Jenica's there to make her look gorgeous because she has to make Dace jealous. That's what you do after a breakup. You make your ex jealous. Cool. So, Mommy dresses her up. And she goes to the rabbit hole. Because apparently, even though they know that this freaking family is a bunch of everyone still supports their business and goes to the rabbit hole for all their functions. So there goes, and the Secret Santa commences. Now she got Dace's name. She actually gives him a really cute gift. You guys know that chain war in Paris where lovers go to proclaim their love for each other? Where you like take a lock and you put it on the fence and each of you get a key. Yeah, Dare did that. And he got her a turquoise stone because protection against evil. Protection. It's actually really like that. I like mysticism, so I would know. But before that can happen, Dare, sorry, my husband's talking, does mess with my head sometimes. Dare sees this new girl talking to Dace, touching his arm and looking at him with her bedroom eyes. You see, guys, here is the issue, yeah? This girl, her name's Fire. Pronounced like fire. Spelled P-H-Y-R-E. Which I don't want to think about because I wrote a book called Welcome to Mist Hill and my main character's name is spelled exactly the same way. Anyway, yeah. Fire grew up on the reservation with Dace, and she was his first everything. Yeah, Dace was not a virgin. Let's just say it like that, because that is the unfortunate truth. But luckily, she doesn't doubt him. She goes out and meet outside. She's trying to make it snow, and they decide it's Christmas Eve. We're going to spend the night together. We deserve this one night, right? It's just one night. So they do spend the night together. The next morning, Soshi and Auden show up. Because Soshi has to show Dace where the vortex is located in the rabbit hole. Now, the vortex in the rabbit hole doesn't go to the lower world yet. It just leads to a different dimension of the middle world, which pisses Cade off immensely. So they're there, and Dare goes home expecting that her mother is going to absolutely freak because she was out all night. There's only one obvious conclusion as to what she was doing and with whom. But oddly enough, she finds her mom curled up on the couch in her grandmother's living room under a nice warm blankie, drinking a steaming cup of tea. That reminds me. It's not tea, but And it turned out that Jenica and Paloma had a little bit of a talk the previous night. And Paloma told Jenica everything. Dare's mother now knows that Dare is a seeker. And she does everything else. Now, she's obviously not too happy about this. I mean, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be either. But she accepts it. And she actually says that she thinks Django would be very proud of Dare for facing the future, the fight that he was too afraid to. And that was really big coming from Jenica. So they have this cute bonding moment. Jenica says she's proud of Dare as well, which is just, it's so nice. At least there's a happy scene in this damn book. It was so cute. Anyways, yep, so then Dare goes with her mom to help her get packed back at her hotel room because she's going back home to Los Angeles because a guy that she's been seeing on and off for a decade had the nerve, as she says, to propose. And now they're going to go for coffee and then she'll take it from there, baby steps.
Dude.
She goes home, Dare goes to the rabbit hole where there is a job fair being held. Obviously, this is a ruse, guys. I mean, Cade is clever.
Agony, something.
Too clever. So there's this job fair.
I
I should probably mention that a lot of people have been going missing in Enchantment, and that ties into the job fair. Cade is getting these poor people, letting them think, nah, it's fine, it'll be cool, free room and board, money. No. These poor people will be working for him, mining tourmaline, a very rare gem that's worth muchos money. But that's obviously not the only reason Cade wants these stones, but they don't talk about it in this book, so I'm not going to give away what happens in the next one. Cade is basically kidnapping all these poor people, but Dare luckily she gets into their vortex using this as kind of like a ruse, because not all the undead rifters who are now working in the damn bar for Cade know that that's who she is, that she's the seeker, and she's basically there to kill every single one of them. So they just let her go by. I never said the undead were clever, just that they were a pain in my ass. But it's like fire. Like, have you guys ever had that one ex that really hurt you when they left you, and then all of a sudden you're with someone else and you're so happy, and then it's like the douchebag furry just went, hey, yeah, Jean? Yeah. You know your ex? No, the other one? Yeah, she's with someone, you might want to go bother her. That's fire. She's such a pain in the ass. Popping up at the weirdest times. She annoys me. She's like Aphrodite in the first House of Night book. Couldn't stand her. Dare gets in through their vortex and spies the mines where all these poor people are going into working. But unfortunately, it's not long before Cade discovers her and sees her, and they start fighting, making their way actually into the lower world. Wrong part. Into the lower world, there where the spring is. And for some reason the spring is fine now. I don't know why. But in the prophecy, all this happens after she and Dace do the nasty. The Cade's like, oh, we can reenact it since my brother isn't here. Ew. Nasty. She's like, no, never. And they start to fight. And she almost has him. But unfortunately she hesitates because, as she said, killing the undead, because she killed a lot of them while she was looking for Cade in that dimension in the middle world. She killed like a shit ton of them. is very different because the undead don't bleed. So when Cade started bleeding, she kind of lost her humanity. Not lost her, found her humanity. She was like, it's more like murdering a human than slaying evil, which is why she couldn't do it. But that hesitation really cost her. When she finally built up the nerve a bit more, Cade starts laughing and points to Dace, lying battered and beaten on the floor, thanks to Coyote's attacks. Remember, Cade's spirit animal is an actual
Wat 'n
coyote
talent is
that
die
he can
Sigil Building
summon.
tydjie? Moet ek spirit bomb wegvat en iets anders
She
opsit?
gets Dace back up on his feet and he's feeling better, so they try to tag team Cade, which does not end well. When she stabs Cade, I think she stabbed him in the arm, Cade did not start bleeding. Dace did. Basically, Cade tied his life force and Dace's life force together, and now if you kill Cade, you'll kill Dace, and vice versa. And this messes with Dare so much that Cade does get a jump on her. Dace decides to stab himself in the guts with a knife, watching as the blood rushes out of his brother. The problem is, it's too late. The prophecy
Ek
has
neem aan ek
been
moet quickening
averted,
sigil vat dan.
but he did it. Cade the mofo did it. Back in town, it's finally snowing. Dare did it. It was her gift to her friends. Her goodbye. Because, you see,
Ek gaan
Dare
nie doen aan ons gaan sien wanneer ek met die groep daar
is
sit.
dead.